Got the third game now of Hog versus Czech. Hog instantly going for that early militia scout to see what Czech is ancient fog creeping and get that farm in Czech space. With Terenas Stand being the third and deciding map of this best of three. Czech will most likely go for Warden on this map, while Hog will pretty much as always try to go for expansion play. Now there's different things Hog could do at the start. He will most likely creep out Goblin Lab and this for level 2. Then maybe go for Merc Camp and then into green expansion spot. But if he plays against Warden, he might not want to do that because she will reach level 3 quite fast then. Level 3 Warden can be really devastating. So maybe he will just creep this spot first to expand here and then go aggressive. Or creep Merc Camp first into the expansion spot here and then go aggressive. There's really quite some different openings he could go for here. We will see the hero choice in a second, but it's most likely going to be Warden on Terenas Stand. And let's see how that works out for them then. And Hog actually scouted for Mercamp Ancient Fog Creep, scouted the main base, I think, and now goes for the scout farm outside of Czech's base. He just wants to know about Mercamp Creep, and there indeed is the Warden and the Archmage again, as usual. Doesn't want to get that farm in the base, I guess, because Night Elf players oftentimes just build an Ancient of Wonders to kill it. And also he just wants to know about that Mercamp Creep. And it allows him to pull his peasant over here, build another scout farm like here or here, to just have a lot of scouting information of what Czech is doing, or well, what he is not doing. Because he can see if Czech is moving out here or not. Sends the wisps out here, Hog perfectly scouts it with that beautiful farm.
A player's
and
forces are under attack.
Doesn't plant any second Angel 4 yet, he doesn't have resources for it of course. Pulls the creeps here now, gets the lightning shield, and beautifully done. The Renegade Wizard already wanted to cast a Lightning Shield, actually kept running Raider, so the Renegade Wizard came closer to the Rogues here, and that way he can use the Lightning Shield on all 3 units, which allows for really fast and convenient creeping. Just has to make sure that he doesn't get lasted with the Lightning Shield or the Ancient 4, else he would deny himself some XP. And Hog does basically the same, creeps his butt, uses Lightning Shield to get this green spot going.
Player's forces are under attack.
And Czech is not making that kind of mistake that he did a lot in the second game, because there he lost so many creeps to Hog stealing them, or I think he also killed one with Ancient 4. Anyway, we're in the third game now. Czech getting that second Ancient 4, he wants that Mercamp. Hog knows about it. And Czech just wants to get Stealth Freeboard in here, get the Mercs and then push Hog's expansion while trying to counter expand at the same time at some point. No tech for Czech yet, but he doesn't have the resources for it, especially if he wants to go for more Mercs. You can see instead of going for an early tier 2 tech, he rather goes for more archers, will buy the Mercs, like the Troll Berserker and the Troll Shadow Priest, and that will give him a really strong tier 1 army, and he will go for a later tech, maybe even early counter expansion and even into Huntress play. While Hog, on the other hand, goes for the Mercamp as well now, and then he will go into that green spot expansion here to try to expand. But against level 3 Warden, he's gonna have a hard time, I believe, with the level 2 Fan of Knives. Although Czech might also decide to go for level 2 Shadow Strike to just try to go for Archmage focus. There's different things he can go for there, like trying to go for straight armor fight with Fan of Knives, or Shadow Strike for the hero focus, or the Merc focus even, focusing the Troll Berserker or Troll Shadow Priest. Or you could also go into the main base of Hog, try to get some Fan of Knives played on here. But Hog this time, unlike in the first game, is prepared for it with the Arcane Tower. So it should be fine. Gets the greater mana pot, which is not exactly the best, because now, especially if it's Shadow Strike play, he will have a hard time keeping his Archmage alive, although he has some nice HP items here, and circlet for mana and well, basically every stat as well. The Warden gets the Wand of Mana Stealing. Not exactly what she would have hoped for. It's still not too bad to deny some Water Elementals, but Hog has a greater mana pot for that. And of course it's still nice to get mana for the Warden, but greater mana pot, greater heal pot would have been better most likely, and Czech would have preferred it, but anyway. Can't always have the Dynamo. Let's see what he gets here. Glass of Haste. Not exactly the best. He got one circlet earlier though, so it's perfect for the Warden, because she doesn't rely on auto attack so much like the Demon Hunter does. She's rather more about spells and just moving around, so getting a circular ability for additional intelligence is quite convenient. Now Hog just creeps more spells, he wants to keep this safe. Gets the Arcane Tower first.
A town
while
is
the Warden
under
is
siege.
moving for it now. While Hawk is moving away, that could hurt him quite a bit. Maybe he's not expecting this. Actually, he scouted just now with the footman, so he will be here to defend. That's really quite good. And he started his tech as well, loses one wisp to the footman harass. That's quite convenient for Hawk.
A player's forces are under
And Hawk
attack.
just needs to keep this safe and wait for this arcane tower to go up. Check decided to go for an early counter expansion instead of trying to push this early before arcane tower and stuff goes up. Still keeps Hawk busy though. And Hawk, in the meantime, he will get his Shredder quite soon, but he still needs up to 100 lumber for it and 375 gold. Got the scout from me as well. Got the scouting information on Tree of Life as well, but no chance of cancelling it anymore. There's also... Wait, he has a chance of cancelling it with the Staff of Teleportation play. That's beautiful. Check's units were in his main base to defend against the scout footman that was bothering wisps. And to defend against the push from the Archmage. But Hawk, just with the scout footman, that's so beautiful. Gets a Staff of Teleportation. Check absolutely not prepared to defend against this. And gets a Tree of Life cancelled. That's such a big deal. Because at 6 AM in-game time, as you can see here, he can also get the Zeppelin and start the Zeppelin play then. Hopefully he won't mess up like in the first game. That would be quite an unfortunate ending. But probably he will not. Hawk now getting his economy going, and cancelling this Tree of Life is really such a big deal in this matchup, because it will allow Hawk to cancel it over and over again maybe, or at least if he doesn't get the cancel, he can keep Check busy all the time. Now Check thought, oh, okay, Archmage is gone, I will go for some creeping. Nope, he instantly gets punished for it. Troll Shadow Priest is ensnared, he doesn't have mana anyway, so no spell for the Water Metal, and a cancel again. Instantly sets it up again because the Archmage has to run away now. And it actually is level 2 Shadow Strike, in fact. No level 2 Fan of Knives. He rather wants to go for that Archmage Harass. And that is why Hawk would have really been better off with that greater healing part. But Hawk, at the same time, pushes this, and I'll just try to time my drop here, because it's really annoying for the players to play with that lag. There we go. Not that I just want him out or anything, I have no grudge against him, but like if people like, it's really annoying to play for the players. And that really makes the game less nice for them. Hawk steps down here now. Warden is completely out of position again. She doesn't have a staff to follow up on it. The Tree of Life will most likely go up, but actually what he could even do is buy a Sapper here right now. One of them is ready. And Sapper that Tree of Life. Now gets the Troll Shadow Priest instantly, that's a nice pickoff. And Hawk is just really spot on with his harass. He's keeping Check busy so hard that Check is just all over the place with his units, and he can't defend properly because he just gets outmaneuvered basically. But now it's turnaround time, level 2 Fan of Knives, level 2 Shadow Strike, and everything dies for Hawk. That was the time to turn around now. Wand of Menacing as well to get another Shadow Strike going. He didn't dodge it with the TP, so lost a lot of HP and has to TP in the end anyway. Saves one footman, but like one footman, like it's not much. Hulk, in the meantime, his tier 2 tech is halfway finished. Got that Shredder. Check got his own Shredder as well. Kept him at the Express, but here can't deliver the Lumber because Tree of Life hasn't finished yet. I wanted to defend here. Actually, I think he also sent it out of his main base. Yeah, he had it in his main base at first. Sent it out there because it got harassed. He wanted to keep that one safe. Just tries to get some more XP for his Warden while staying near his Expo to keep it safe. Hawk got some more mercs going here. And he will go for that Zeppelin play most likely. He already got the Zeppelin. Where is it though? There it is. And he will just try to buy more time there. Try to cancel Ancients of Lore and such. But Check actually going for quite a nice play. He's getting all of his buildings at his expo spot because that's more likely to get pushed. Especially later on, Hawk will maybe either try to go for a straight push on Check's expansion, or he will just try to expand again. And he will do that here. Well, or here, but here's more convenient, because then he can expand here and slowly tower his way if he needs to over here, over this bridge, to try to push this expansion spot with his mortar teams that he will get later on. Although it's also a chance that he will try to go for tank play on Terenas Stand. It's quite likely to happen as well. We will see his tech choice quite soon. Two peasants moving here is going to be Workshop and probably Arcane Sanction. Maybe double Workshop though. Yeah, Arcane Sanction, Arcane Sanction. He's going for that tier 2 push again. He doesn't want to go into tank play. He's confident enough to go into some nice tier 2 push. Like on Secret Valley, roughly. He has Militia doing some work on the Shredder, but as soon as he gets out of Militia form, he takes bonus damage from the normal attack damage from the Shredder. And also has less armor in general, so he instantly died. Whoa, there's one Zap already here. He could potentially snipe the Hunter's Hall, but I don't think he can actually do it in time. And his Zeppelin is not in position. Where is it actually? Oh, there it is. In fact, oops, it's my bad. I guess it was here. Loads everything in before the Warren can do much about it. But, Hawk, please don't do it again. The Zeppelin from Czech is coming. Hawk lost the first map because he lost his Zeppelin accidentally. We don't want to see that happening again. Ah, that was too late.
A town is under siege.
There we go. He leaves himself. That's nice of him. Now Czech gets his trades going. Tier 3 tech almost finished as well. While Hawk has just been preparing for the Tier 2 push, getting those upgrades here. Attack and defense for his spell breakers and attack for his mortars, because the mortars only take damage from spells anyway usually, not so much from attacks. Already pushing into upkeep, he got that MK going. Scouts a bit around here, wants to get some items here from the shop, which he grabbed earlier with his Archmage, it seems. Or did Czech creep that? I'm actually not sure, to be honest. Has to be careful about his supply, and he can't really do so much harass here. But still, he's doing quite some nice harass here, because, I mean, Night of Player is busy all the time, and all Hawk wants is time to get his units going. Well, that's the same for Czech, though. He wants to get his massacres going and such. So it's just gonna clash with one big army each, basically. Creeps his Goblin Shop now, so he will get the level 5 Warden going. Already got Invul Pot and Scroll of Healing. Replenishment Pot is kinda convenient as well, saves him some Moon Vultures. Now Hawk gets us down, the Zeppelin gets some damage on him as well, but won't be able to pick him off, so Czech still has that to have some nice scouting information. Especially in Hawk's Zeppelin, but Hawk will go for a straight up army fight soon anyway. Gets the Spellbreakers going now as well. No Adept upgrades for Sorcerers or Priests, because that would take too much time, that would delay his push by too much. So he doesn't go for that yet. Level 5 Warden, no Panda, so Czech again wants to go for that single Warden play to try to get that level 6 early on. No second expansion by either of the players yet, and this is what I meant earlier. Hawk will either slowly tower his way up here and expand here, or do the same move here. Goes for this now. Didn't pick up the Enforcer though. Gets the item here. Illustrative Actress is really good, but that level 3 Fan of Knives hurts. Czech reskilled into Blink and level 3 Fan of Knives. That hurt quite a bit, but he can save his units with that Zeppelin. Has to be careful about the Warden. Blinks again, gets some nice damage here. Can't get another bolt out, and he could dodge that bolt with Invul Pot anyway. And delays this expansion and tower stuff by Hawk quite a bit. But didn't pick off that level 5 Enforcer, so Hawk still gets that nice XP. And Hawk just wants to secure this expansion by any means. Ancient of Wind coming in. He wants the Hippogriff against the Goblin Zeppelin. He also wants those Fairy Dragons, and he actually just killed his own Mud Golem with the Mortars. It's pretty unfortunate.
Town is under siege.
He killed them. He killed him with the Splash Damage from his own Mortars. Czech wants to push into this now, but Hawk already has towers that he can pull back into. Has to be careful about his guesses here. It's really one Fan of Knives, one auto attack from Warden, and everything's dead. Because he doesn't have Adept upgrades yet. Adept upgrades would provide additional HP, mana, and mana regeneration, and of course that additional spell. Doesn't have it yet though, it would have cost him much time. Goes for more Sorcerers now, he needs to replenish the caster losses he got there. And he's just waiting for the stars. He can't set up Town Hall yet. Well, he's actually doing it now. Czech can't go for a second expansion himself yet, this isn't crap yet, he doesn't have a Tree of Life coming up. And he first wants to try to do something about all of this. Gets his Ancient of Wonders in the base now as well. Actually, so far he didn't have a shop yet, which is quite unusual for a Night of Player. And that one's actually also a bit too light. He needs those anti-magic potions, those Clarity Pots, and mana potions sometimes as well. But now you can see on the observer board here, it's 66 against 72 supply. Czech having 0-1 upgrades only for his bears. No more upgrades coming quite yet. Has the Moonwell upgrade, which provides again 52% additional mana regen and 125 additional maximum mana. While Hawk is just happily waiting here, securing this expansion spot. He can't afford to take the risk to try to creep this, because he doesn't even have TP and he just has to keep
Player's
this safe. And
forces
now
are under
he can
attack.
pressure check by going for this, while check has to creep this out to be able to go for the counter expansion as well. There's the Wisp to build a 3 of life.
A town
He
is
has
under
TP,
siege.
so he will just creep this. Doesn't get XP from it because his Warden is level 5 already. Gets XP from the Tome of Experience though. Will maybe get a really nice item like a Sobi Mask. But Hawk in the meantime kills a Moonball, kills the only shop that Check had. This doesn't kill the second Moonball though. Got that Scourge Bone Chimes, which is quite nice for his bears. Although the Warden oftentimes isn't too close to the bears. Hulk got 1-0 upgrades for his mortars, 2-2 for his ball break, so it's real second upgrades. Level 6 for the Warden, but no mana. Especially because he doesn't have a shop. He can get mana at the Moonballs, but then his Moonball juice is gone. And the thing with this is, Czech got a lot of his buildings at the top side of the map, so he was prepared for a push on his expansion. But he doesn't have much at all in his main base, so it's really convenient for Hulk to just expand here and push into Czech's main base instead. Especially because it gives him an easier time to keep this expansion safe as well and all that stuff. Instantly scouts the 3 of life, and that's beautiful play with the Shredder. One bear is AFK here. I guess he was scouting for maybe militias coming to try to cancel 3 of life or something. But the Goblin Shredder play is really just beautiful. To cancel that expansion. He just wants to play that long economy game that human basically has to play against Night Elf on this high level of play. Avatar of Vengeance is out already as well. He summoned it early even though a fight wasn't going on. Because Avatar of Vengeance, for those who didn't know, has the same duration as it has a cooldown. So as soon as it runs out, you can instantly summon it again. There's the Roar, he's preparing for the fight, getting the Straight Dragons and Hippogriff against the Flying Machines as well, which are coming out from Hawk now too. Finally getting Sorcerer's Adept upgrade, has Priest Adept already as well, and it's really just quite good. You can see it here, increased mana pool, mana regen and hit points, and he gets the Dispel and Sorcerers get the Invis cast. It gives him a lot easier time to just keep his units alive. Now Bear's pushing this altar a little bit. And he's also just trying to get an Ancient Protector up here first and Tree of Life in a hidden position. Also, here it would just get cancelled again by the Shredder or maybe Sappers or stuff like that. So he has to just try to really get it up. Jack still had the Scout with his Goblin Zeppelin here that survived earlier, but the Gyrocopter will get rid of that quite quickly. Only level 2 Mountain King, and they're both just kind of waiting. Jack doesn't want to move into this, and Hawk doesn't want to move out of this. Hawk will just slowly tower his way up to Jack's main base to try to pressure him, because Hawk can't really take a straight up fight without towers. That's really just how this matchup works, well, sadly, you could say. But it's still also quite interesting to see, and it takes quite some patient and spot on play. Now Jack could also go into Chimeras later on, but he doesn't do so yet. Chimeras to easily pick off those mortar teams and towers. And also, that Spirit of Vengeance has burst damage, so deals bonus damage to the guard tower that is that is upgrading right now. And gets another Spirit of Vengeance, so he has an easy time picking those towers off, and Hawk doesn't have enough peasants to actually repair against it. Tower finishes though, so it will survive against those two Spirits of Vengeance. Avatar of Vengeance is almost gone, gain more mana on the Warden again, and as I said, the cooldown is the same as the duration, so you can instantly get the next Avatar of Vengeance going as well. Both an A supply, with Hawk actually going into high upkeep right now, getting the tier 3 upgrade, the fragmentation shards for his murder teams, got the tier 3 finally as well to get more upgrades. Where is his blacksmith now? There it is. You can see he will go into 3-3 for his ball breakers, already got 2-0 for his murder teams, and will eventually go into 3-0 for his murder teams as well, if the game lasts long enough. Now Jack finally got his Tree of Life up. Hawk needs to do something soon. Got his Paladin as well, so Hawk is getting his tier 3 power spike going now, especially as soon as those upgrades finish. And especially when his upgrades will have finished, he will also have towered more into the direction of Jack's base, so he will go for quite aggressive play really soon, actually almost now, because you can see he is already at 93 supply and he only gets 4 gold per return here all the time for the peasant. So his gold income is really quite crippled. Jack is getting 21 gold as soon as this gold mine is running, while Hawk is only getting 12, even though they are on the same amount of gold mines. And there's also the Chimera Roost, one of them pointing it out here. Jack preparing for the late game against human as Night Elf, and just trying to get those Chimeras as well against the mortars, against the towers. The Spirits of Vengeance still providing really nice counter information and just some nice damage as well. And he always got the Spirits of Vengeance because he could always easily kill the workers with just one fan of knives. There we go, fight breaks out. Hog is completely stacked on heal scrolls. His paladin is in a bad position where can instantly get focused. He needs the one to heal up his heroes. Dispels the anti-magic potion on the warden, has to be careful about his archmage. Always bolts the warden to get some nice attacks from the spellbreakers, drains her mana. Avatar of Vengeance doing quite some work. There's Troll Berserker stealing quite some damage as well. The Blizzard is doing really nice work as well. But Hog cannot fight on his towers, and Hog is quickly dropping in supply. While Check in the meantime can get his Chimeras here if he wants to. Has to be careful about his paladin, he might actually lose him here. He doesn't have a Staff of Preservation. And might really lose his paladin here. Blink Fan of Knives will definitely kill him, or just another attack. There we go. He dies level 7 Warden, so it's a 1 second cooldown blink now. Double heal scroll for the Warden, so he can keep some momentum up in the fight, because now Check is really crumbling in this fight. He's starting to lose quite a bit. Used 1 heal scroll already. But in return, he has a lot of Spirits of Vengeance, so those deal quite a bit of damage. And they're also invulnerable. They will only die if they run out of duration, or the Avatar of Vengeance dies. And he's not careful enough about his Avatar of Vengeance. Almost loses it. If he loses that one, he will lose a lot of momentum here. Also, only 2 priests to heal up. Hog used every healing scroll he had, which were 3 healing scrolls. Lost his paladin, unfortunately, but he's back again already. And Hog knows he has to get something done here. And pulls Militia here if he wants to tower this up or do something. Has to first get rid of the Ancient Protector. Check sends a Wisp here to saturate that gold mine, because his main gold mine ran out. Could also move his Tree of Eternity to up here in case this Tree of Life dies. But we will see what he does with that. Now Hog still needs to heal up quite a bit, he just doesn't have enough priests for it really. Has that 2-0 on the mortar teams though. The 3-0 isn't coming yet, doesn't really have the lumber economy for it and doesn't want to go for it I guess. 3-3 Spellbreakers though, which is quite nice, and MK slowly but surely getting to the level 3, which is quite important. Warden just went up there with her 1 second blink cooldown. He used 1 Fan of Knives, get rid of all of those peasants here. Tree of Life survives for now. And Hog just wants to push into this now. Check is still on Moonwell Truce, low on mana on the Warden, no mana potion. And he gets quite a lot of unit pickups here, Hog did this. 77 against 70 supply. Another Avatar of Vengeance, but those Mortar Wallies are doing so much damage. 1 Droid already died. Troll Berserkers take additional damage as well, and the splash is increased because of Fragmentation Shards, that tier 3 upgrade. The thing is, no heal scrolls for Hog, because Check bought those 2 heal scrolls early at the shop. 1 more heal scroll will be ready quite soon. But without heal scrolls, Hog can't really push into this, and he doesn't have the time to go to the top shop here to get heal scrolls there, so he is in quite some trouble. Still no Staff of Preservation. And Chimeras are finally coming as well. Check also looking at upgrades, he has 2 free upgrades, not getting the free quite yet. Almost killed the Tree of Life, I guess he used 1 Sapper for it, but it wasn't quite enough. And Check doesn't even care about repairing it, it's quite weird. There comes a Knight and he will be able to pick that Tree of Life of another Militia as well. That Tree of Life is going to die. Check not repairing it in time, didn't pay enough attention to it, and that is really bad for him right now. He loses so much gold income because of it. His Tree of Eternity is still in his members, it will take some time to move it up here. Loses the Shredder as well, but he has 1.1k lumber at the moment anyway. If the game doesn't last too much longer, that's going to be fine for him. And instead of the 4 supply for Shredder, he can get 1 more Bear, for example, or with 1 additional supply, 1 more Chimera. We will see how that works out for him. Now it would be real nice for him to have a Panda as well on a high level, but he rather wanted to get that early high level Warden, and he's gonna have to live with that now. What's gonna be a nice power spike for Hog is the level 3 that he got as Mountain King. Level 2 Paladin is definitely nice as well for a Divine Shield, just to keep him in the fight, to keep him alive. Level 5 Archmage can do quite some stuff as well with that level 3 Blizzard. And Check is quite well prepared for the fight now. Still not getting the 3-3 upgrade. Hog isn't getting the mortar upgrade either, it seems. Nope, just being happy with 2-0. He doesn't have the lumber for the upgrade anyway. That Knight low HP, he was fighting that Ancient of War. And Hog just wants to secure that expo. Now, no towers here, so he just blinks from here to here. 1 Fan of Knives, kills 1 peasant with an auto attack. and can kill more if they won't get healed up. That also opens up a potential go for Hawk. But Hawk is in a perfect position now. He has more golden come, although in high upkeep he doesn't. But I just want to push into high upkeep now with the bank he has, get a lot of units and then go for one big push again. I also got Invul Pot, Heal Scroll. No second Heal Scroll though, because it's not ready yet. Well, actually it is ready now. He should get it quite soon, I guess. But the thing is, Hawk can't actually build units because he doesn't have lumber.
Player's forces are under attack.
I think he also should stop mining here, because you only get 4 gold per return if you're in high upkeep, but you still take 10 gold out of the gold mine. But actually he's not in high upkeep anymore, because he just lost quite some peasants here. He lost his shredder earlier as well. No, he actually didn't. Okay, that's good. So he will still have enough lumber income. Tree of Eternity slowly settling at that gold mine here as well. So Czech will get his gold income back up again quite soon. And the thing is, Hawk will lose his gold mine really soon. This gold mine will run out a lot faster than this as well. So the fight is going to be about this gold mine here, and Hawk is already taking the fight there. Now, he's slowly getting sieged by Chimeras, can do something about it with the flying machines though. But Czech actually prepared for the air fight quite well, got a lot of hippogriffs already. No more dryads. But Hawk just wants to pressure him into defending here. And that way he can keep his expansion safe by just pressuring Czech into fighting here. And Hawk can also secure this expansion because it has the most gold still. He will be able to... He doesn't actually commit to the Tree of Life. He could have committed to it, but he would have lost too many units in return. It wouldn't have been worth it. Flying machines come in, they completely get ripped apart by the hippogriffs. There's the Avatar of Vengeance, Blizzard into everything. Polymorph on the Chimera, actually, it's quite nice. But the Warden is raining havoc back in here. He lost the Mountain King! I think he still had his Invul Pot. He lost him. I guess he didn't see it in all that stuff going on. Double Polymorph on Chimeras. No single ride for this spell, so that's really good for Hawk. But losing that Mountain King is really, really bad for him now. Dolphin Paladin would be quite nice as well, but that Warden is doing so much. Keeping that expansion alive, he's not mining from it, but it's really only about keeping it alive and not allowing Hawk to get 60 supply for Hawk, 63 for Czech. This gold mine is gone, there's not much gold income for Hawk left anymore. And as soon as those Chimeras get out of Polymorph, he's gonna have such a strong air army. There's only one sources for Polymorph, and Polymorph costs 150 mana, so no more Polymorph for Hawk. Those Spirits of Vengeance pick off the last remaining casters for Hawk. And Hawk is completely crumbling now. Czech has the much better economy, they're both on 1 gold mine, but Czech will be on 2 gold mines momentarily. And he can just trash the base straight up, level 9 Warden. As long as he doesn't lose his Warden now, I don't really see Czech losing this anymore. It's looking grim for Hawk. He has quite some gold, but even with that gold he won't be able to catch up in supply. He's not paying enough attention to resources here. Now he got them, now he's microing them. But now his main base is actually getting pressured, and this is not looking so great for Hawk now. He even got additional... No, wait, those are the peasants from the gold mine, just getting lumber now. But he also lost his altar in the process of getting his Mountain King back, so no Mountain King for now. He's sending a peasant to the tavern now to get him back from there. But can he really do it with that? Level 3 Blizzard is still doing a lot of work. No mana on the Berserk Retreat, but there's the Fan of Knives, dealing damage to the Seers and casters again. Hawk can maybe still do it because he just has to get this Chimera somehow. And the Hippogriffs don't really matter so much. But he's even trying to invest into Hippogriffs. He really just wants to somehow win this airfight, but he can't anymore, not with this economy. Catches the Mountain King instantly loses his Invul Pot, which really sucks quite a bit for him, because without level 2 Holy Light from the Paladin, it's hard to keep your heroes alive against so many bears and that level 9 Warden. But at least he got his Mountain King back. It cost him quite a bit though, and it's 77 against 61 supply, with Czech having more gold, an additional gold mine for gold income. And if this game continues going on, it will be 1 gold mine against 1 gold mine, but eventually Czech will have 6k more gold in his gold mine there. So there's really not so much Hawk can do, and especially with Hawk having lost all of his mortars, and he won't get them back, because he would easily get picked off by Warden and Chimeras, and Czech doesn't have dries anyway. What I wanted to say is, without those mortars, he has a hard time actually killing buildings. And Czech is also repairing this Tree of Eternity a little bit now, you can see it here with the Wisp. And Hawk wants to try to push this main base, he wants to kill some buildings here, because he can't go for a straight up fight here, it's impossible at this point. And he's really having a hard time now. Once you get to that shop, gets another 2 healing scrolls, but now he's completely out of
Player's
gold.
forces
68
are
against
attacked.
78 supply. Warden goes in here again, kills at least 2 peasants. One of them gets healed up. He failed the blink, but doesn't matter. 1 second blink cooldown. Has a lot of safety items anyway. So he gets out of there safely. And he can do this all the time now. It just cost him 100 gold to get an anti-magic pot, kill 2 or 3 workers, and it's definitely worth it for him. Especially because time is on Jack's side, that's for sure. Now let's see, did he get the third attack upgrade? Yeah, he did get a third attack upgrade eventually. Hawk didn't get his, but well, he doesn't have mortars anymore anyway.
A town is
But
under siege.
really the thing is, on 1 gold mine getting so many heal scrolls is hard. He has 3 heal scrolls now, tries to push the Tree of Eternity again. And Hawk pretty much, I think, has to almost go for a one last fight now. Because either he has to secure this expansion spot, or he has to win a straight up fight. So he has to win a straight up fight, basically. So it's gonna be really rough for him. This will be the deciding fight of the game, most likely. And it's not looking so good for Hawk, but let's see what he can do. There comes a Blizzard. Warden gets a not so nice Fan of Knives, actually. Blinks out to keep herself safe. It's just an anti-magic pot in the pot. Hawk has to pull back immediately, and now he's crumbling. There's the second heal scroll. Only 1 heal scroll left. Actually, it was the first heal scroll, my bad. Level 3 Paladin could still do quite a lot. He actually manages to pick off some bears now. There's 1 heal scroll for a check. Still didn't use Immo Pot or Anti-Magic Pot, but he's also really low on mana. Only 1 more Fan of Knives here. There we go, that was his last Fan of Knives for now. Anti-Magic Pot, so he doesn't get too much damage from the Breakers and the Arcantor. Mortar instantly dies, he was out of position. The Shredder for Hawk as well, but is it enough? Actually, Jack is really crumbling now. He's losing a lot of units. He's losing so much HP. He's losing almost everything except for the Hippogriffs. Hawk might actually be able to get back into this game. Maybe he was never out of it, especially with the 0 levels now. But he has to finish off some of those Chimeras. He has to get those 2. That would be such a big deal. Doesn't get the Hippogriff either. He has to finish those units off. But the thing is, Jack has a really hard time healing this up because he lost all of his bears. He can't heal them up with rejuvenation, and he doesn't have so many moonwells anyway. And Hawk is going to pressure this right now. It's 54 against 66 supply, but a 3 hero combo reigns supreme for now. Spirits of Vengeance doing quite some work here. Fairy Dragon still being there as well. But Hawk is actually getting into a really good position here. Those heroes are doing so much work. As long as he doesn't lose any of those heroes now, he should be good to go. Not getting those Chimera pickers was quite unfortunate, but they're still real on HP. Moonwell Truce is gone. Well, except for this Moonwell here. And he's really having a hard time now. Check that is. Hawk still can fully commit to this though. Spop still great on mana pot that he got at the Merc Camp right at the start. He still had that one. Uses it on Paladin to have more mana again. And he has nothing against the Fairy Dragons really. He's still not winning the air fight, but doesn't matter so much if he just completely overpowers Check on the ground. And he just goes for more casters. He just wants Sorceress. He's just going for Mass Sorceress now because he just needs enough Polymorph for his Chimeras and then he's good to go. Focus on the Warden, there's the Blizzard again. Damaging more of his own units though. And he can easily pick this off with just 1 auto attack. There's the Polymorph on 1 Chimera. 1 Chimera died as well. The other one is real low HP. He can just pick off the Fairy Dragons with the auto attacks here from the Archmage. And now it is 1 gold mine against 1 gold mine until Hawk's gold mine runs out. So it's equalized again, and Hawk with having 3 heroes is just in a much better spot. It's almost level 10 Warden, but really, even if 1 hero is level 10, 3 heroes are better if they have decent levels. Especially in this situation. The thing is though, Hawk has normal heal scrolls, so he might still get in trouble because of that. On the other side though, only 1 Fan of Knives available for the Warden, so he doesn't even necessarily need the heal scrolls. 1 heal scroll for Check now, and he has so many sources that he can easily polymorph. There's the snipe on that 1 Chimera. Check also went for Dryades to get rid of the polymorph, but only 2 Dryades left, and he has so many swords to polymorph, even if it gets dispelled. Actually, in fact, 3 Chimeras. Goes for the Warden now, drains her mana with those Spellbreakers. And I'm honestly not sure who's winning here now. Check still has the supply advantage, but this is that supply. Hippogriffs, this is 12 supply that does nothing. It keeps Hawk from building Gyrocopters, but that's it. And especially those 3 heroes are really effective supply. And the Tree of Eternity, slowly but surely, it loses more and more HP. and only 3 wisps in the gold mine, he will get that Tree of Eternity. It will die really soon. I think if he would have just blizzarded it, he would have killed it, but Hawk rather wants to play it safe. He doesn't want to commit to it too much and lose too much army in the process, because this Tree of Life could move over there anyway. Goes for a fight again, there's a blizzard again. Now there's 0 focus time. Hawk has to be so careful, he doesn't have self-preservation. If he loses his paladin, he has to be really careful about that. But checks mana, doesn't have mana for anything really. She will get a Shadow Strike soon, and with that level 3 Shadow Strike now from the level 10. Hawk really has to be careful about the paladin. Divine Shield is on cooldown, no self-preservation, no invul pot or anything. And there we go, paladin focus, and he's dead. That was a big deal now. But the Warden! Oh, that was so close. Level 3 blink, she still had enough mana for that. Can blink away, can go to the Moonwells. And there's a big turnaround. He loses the MK as well to the Dryad Slow and the Chimeras. No way. He could have casted him in Wisp, but he didn't do it in time. Sorg instantly gets knives as well, and Hawk completely crumbles now. He will lose his Archmage as well, and this is GG. This will be GG most likely. This is insane. He cast his Archmage Invis, got the Paladin back, but without mana. He revealed him! There's the reveal from the Goblin shop, and there's the last hit and GG. This is so GG. Archmage dies, Paladin dies as well, and Hawk actually still loses this game, even though it was looking so nice for him. But he crumbled under the pressure of that hero focus. There's the GG, and Czech advances into the semi-finals with 2-1 in this business.